In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hello, everyone. Feel so full-faced right now. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday, everyone. Just let me get my phone. I am drinking dandelion tea, in case anybody cares, infused with lemon juice. I'm trying to find cayenne pepper, but I can't find it. Cayenne helps with the heart. Also, rest in peace, Jill Scott. Sorry about what she is, where she is at, no longer with us, and also whether it had anything to do with just being sick in the first place or an industry thing. So there's a lot going on right now. Give me 1 second. Let me get my phone. So there's just a lot going on right now. And I don't know if I want to speculate on whether or not the heart attack was due to her health. Oh Lord, Carlito, I done took out Jill Scott. Jill Scott is still living. Oh my God, I'm some psychic. I meant Angie Stone. Angie Stone. I'm so sorry, Jill Scott. Please, I'm so sorry. I meant Angie Stone. Let me say hello to everyone first since I really fucked up this Sunday. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Sweet Tea. What a beautiful picture you have there. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kalia. Hi, good morning, lady. Good health. Hey, Tracy. Happy Sunday. Hi, Noel. Hi, Colito. Happy Sunday fun day, right? Jill Scott? No, I meant Angie Stone. I'm so sorry. Angie Stone, not Jill Scott. Oh my God, you scared me. I scared myself. No, no, not Jill Scott. Just honest mistake. Honest mistake, Jill. Because I never know who watches me, and she's sitting there going, I died. Oh my God. Maybe Jill will have a rebirth. So I was going to do a video on it, and then I was like, do I really want to? I mean, if Universal Music Group is doing a P. Diddy on people, do I really want to check into it? Because y'all know my psychic readings be accurate. I'm like, do I really want to look into this? It's not like at this stage of the game, I can't save Jill. Was she driving? That was a big bus that she was on. It looked like a tour bus. Was she driving that bus? Hi, Miss Kimberly. Hi, sweetie. Does anybody know if she was driving? Angie Stone? Because it was pretty scary. No, they were headed to Baltimore for a show. So she wasn't driving? And she was the only one that got hurt? Well, that's pretty suspicious then. I mean, I did see it on its side, right? You know what it feels like? Why they burp like that? It feels like Ellen DeGeneres' old girlfriend. Do you remember that? That was also a car accident. And then they put her in a body bag, leading us to believe that she was gone. And then she busted out that body bag and they put her back in front of our eyes. There happened to be a live camera that caught that. And I don't think they meant to catch that, but they caught. What was her name? Anne Hage. Anne Hage. Do you remember that? That was also due to a car accident. Is that how they take some folks by way of car accidents? I'm just saying. Yeah, I saw a video, Sheena, and I didn't see a semi anywhere. I just saw the her van on its side. So I didn't see a van anywhere. I don't know. If y'all, there's footage out there of somebody else that saw the accident and a video taped like what was there. The cops hadn't been there yet, I don't think. So I don't know. Something's not right, Carlito. I do feel like it was a P. Diddy of music industry hits. I do feel that. I mean, here's the thing. When she came on to speak on it, it felt very Lisa Lopez. Very Lisa Lopez. So, is it the money that people are trying to protect, or is it their reputation? Like sometimes I get confused. What? What? Yeah. Hi, Marcella Amore. That would kind of make sense because no one else was unalive, Carlito. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. She said she was just hospitalized and came out of that. So that sounded very I'll be sure-ish, right? I don't know. Maybe people just shouldn't go in the music industry for a while. Maybe the people should just starve the music industry and not invest in contracts and stuff like that. I'm thinking, yeah, she did. You know, I'm just thinking like she had a lot to say and yet she said nothing, right? Um I just think if you're going to say it, say it. I think if you're going to say it, call out names. I think if you're going to say it, say it. So maybe this should be a lesson to others. I think if you're going to say it, speak. Like you have a whole public platform. And I think if you're going to say it, say it. I think if you're going to say it, call out names. And I think that if you're going to get into trouble, you're going to get into trouble. But speak your piece. Does that make sense, guys? Because now she's taken out, and what? We now don't know any more the truth than she was trying to tell us. That's all I'm saying. Like so many things are not right. And the other thing I didn't like when I saw the video, it's one thing to want to speak on something, but to wait to have an audience, right? So I didn't like that. I was like, what are you waiting for? I'm waiting for more people to come on. What are you waiting for? Like, I didn't understand that. So I was a little annoyed by that because, like, one ego begots another ego, is what I'm trying to say. I know that doesn't make sense, but you're about to tell us that somebody took your money, but you want to wait for enough people to come on to talk about somebody taking your money when all of that is part of the ego, is an essence of it. When if somebody took my money, I'm just screaming and yelling. One person could be listening, and that's the one person that could be valuable. So she circled and circled, which is, by the way, is a black thing. It's a black thing for us too, because I speak with my people all day, every day. And we circle when we talk instead of just saying exactly what it is that's compromising your spirit and your health, right? So she circled and she kept circling for at least 10, 15 minutes before she even told us about her hospital stay and having sepsis. Like, why was that so hard to like say? I had sepsis. I almost died. But that's not what she said. It took her 10 minutes to get to the sepsis part. And then from talking about the sepsis, which I thought I heard her say was the reason why she had missed the concerts. It was the sepsis part. But what I didn't hear her say is something went wrong before the sepsis. Like, that's what I really wanted to hear. I had a conversation with the head of MGM or whatever, UMG, and right after that, I got sick. So there are some missing parts here, as everyone wants me to get emotional with y'all. There are some major missing parts here. And so then I have to fill in the dots, and I'm like, yeah, this conversation that she's giving us doesn't make sense. Is the sepsis related to then the next part of it, which was they stole my money? Because now I have to ask, when did you find out they stole your money? Was it before the sickness? Was it a year ago? Like, how long have you discovered this? Was it after your sickness? And the reason why I'm asking is because it all matters. So, was it a Michael Jackson who knew beforehand that somebody was trying to take him out and he still went under the IV? Make it make sense. Okay, so let's see what everybody is saying because I'm not getting it. She had interviewed for 3 months ago about music industry. That makes sense now. Oh no, she did not hold her tongue. She did in the beginning. There are several interviews way before now. Got it. Got it. Her son is trying to get into the industry. He needs not to get in. I'm not going to put that, Miss Kimberlite. No, I caught what she was doing when she was waiting. She wanted to make sure a particular person was out there. She wanted them to know she knows. I'm not understanding that, but I do hear you, Sheena. Cappy Kai. Hi, Cappy Kai. Her interviews go way back to the 90s. A lot of this not making sense. We're in 2024. We're in 2024. So a lot of this is not making sense in terms of her interviews going back to the 90s because it's kind of like, then pull out. Then do an exit. Like, a lot of things aren't making sense. I just think that I think the music industry is not fighting smart. That's what I think. I think that what I heard her say, all I wanted to do was work, get paid, go home. And that's respectable, but not in the music industry. There's no such thing, right? So in the music industry, you have to become your own business. Like that's mandated, becoming your own business. And respecting that there's a business before your voice, before your guitar, before your violin, before your ballet shoes. There's a business before that, and you have to know the business. I heard a conflict between Ocho Cinco and Cameron. And Cameron was like, I want you to do this with me. And Ocho Cinco was like, I don't do that. Call my manager. And Cameron got upset, right? Because he's a street hustler anyway. And Cameron's like, what the fuck are you doing? I get it from Cameron's perspective, not from Ocho Cinco's perspective. Ocho Cinco's probably going to go broke because of his managers someday. Cameron was like, it's your business. It's your voice. Let's talk about it. Nobody said we had to create a deal right now, but let's talk about it. Once contracts need to be written up, I'm down with you. I'll do the contracts. Ocho Cinco was like, I'm not going to handle that. Not even the conceptual part of it. Talk to my manager. Ocho Cinco's the idiot. Not that I respect Cameron. By no means. Even though he is my cousin. My real cousin. Like second or third. I can't remember. Doesn't really matter. I think he's my aunt's grandson. So his father was my first cousin. So he's my second cousin, I guess. I don't remember. My point to you is there's something inherited in the lack of knowing the business. So she's been complaining since the 90s. Now, here's my theory in everything. And I am not doing a reading on this. I'll tell you what my theory is. I think Gene Hackman died because of the Epstein connection, somehow. I think Jill Scott. Cancel. I think Angie Stone died because of a Diddy connection or a UMG connection. You put the dots together, but there's something there. So if there's something there, then did she go by way of Whitney Houston? Like there's a whole connection to that. And I still think this is the Pity might be in jail, but I think his style is still here in these music streets. That's what I think. And I'm going to say this because I want people to wake up. Before this trial ends, there'll be more. Before it starts, there'll be more. This is a whole Epstein thing, what I think. Yeah, most artists don't know that until they're unalived. You know? So, I don't think this trial is about pity. I think this trial is going to be about music industries. And it's way too big. It's way too big. It's almost like a lot of the January 6th people that all of them got pardoned and got released. They're all being taken out by traffic stops. Things that make you go, what the hell? What the hell? Thank you, Desiree. It's bigger than Diddy. So, listen, I'm one of those people. I give accurate readings. Thank you for everyone that confirms that. Thank you, Vic Came Chicks. Call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. You got a problem? I will help you get through the truth of the problem. And you'll feel much better afterwards. That's the most I can tell you, because that's the one thing I keep hearing. I feel so much better. I don't want you to stay inside your heads. I'm helping a lot of my federal workers. Oh, thank you, my federal workers, for trusting me with your lives in terms of like psychic lives. If you're a federal worker, employee, or a contracts, y'all are not exempt from this drama. And you're unsure about your employment, I did put S for a reason. Text me for a psychic reading, 213-458-7408. Just give me a call. Let's figure out what to do. All right. So I think one of my biggest fears, you guys are going to discover, federal workers, is that whoever gets terminated, they're going to lose your numbers. So please keep your records to show that you actually worked for the federal government. Take a picture of your IDs and whatever else that's associated with your medical insurance, because they're not going to be able to find y'all in a minute. They're going to delete all those records. All right. So um oh, Kimberly, I love you for that. Kimberly says, I get so many government workers at the spa. I pour into them with positive energy. I love that. And I do have this to say. I got this morning on one of my IG posts. No matter what is going on right now, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, I am safe. And only good shall come to me. Let's repeat that one more time, whether you're having issues or not. Let's begin. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, I am safe. And only good will come. And we're going to trust that on God. Right? We're going to have to. So, answer me this right now in the comments. If the elections was held today, who would win? What happened during the election itself is that the blinders were on. And so you really couldn't see. But now that you can see, who would you vote for? Oh, this is for Black History Month. All right, that day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men. I'm sorry, I absolutely do love that.
You saw in the Oval Office today was a planned attack on President Zelensky, and I'm going to prove it to you. It's been in the works for over a year. I've covered how Trump was going to extend the war in Ukraine, among other very unpopular policies, in part 1 and 2 of Project 2025 and the Trump administration, where I literally match pages in Project 2025 to executive orders and actions. There are things I can talk about on YouTube, and I can pop up the sources to make it really clear what's happening that I cannot do in the same way here. Back to what happened today in the Oval. In August of this past year, the San Francisco Chronicle did a deep dive on how Chris Miller, who wrote the military strategy for Project 2025, would be involved in the Trump administration. Chris Miller was an advisor during Trump's first administration, and he is the architect behind the decision to draw down troops in Afghanistan. Miller's first priority is to convince Americans that the threat from Russia is really not that big a deal. Russia's not the bad guy. All we need to do is make sure they don't drop any nukes. Miller's second concern is to weaken NATO. And you'll remember over the summer when Trump said he would not protect NATO allies. In fact, he would encourage Russia to do whatever the hell they want. Project 2025 calls for the United States to no longer hold the role of security forces of the world. It seeks to minimize Americans' idea of how big a threat Russia is. Christopher Miller was wrong when he advised Trump to draw down the troops in Afghanistan, and he is wrong now to try and position Russia as not a threat to the United States. Beyond the Project 2025 directives that played a role in today's little stunt is the concerns that a lot of people have about Trump's personal relationships with Russia and Putin that go back to the 1980s. In the late 1980s and early 90s, Trump had squandered his entire inheritance, and he had put himself and 2 of his companies into grave bankruptcies. It was at this point that a Russian company known as Bayrock bought a couple of floors in Trump Tower to operate their businesses out of. The Bayrock Group also had ties to the Russian mafia, and this Russian company kept him afloat until 1992 when he was able to work with American banks to pay off nearly $1 billion in personal debt. He put on a big New York City party to celebrate this and entered the room to the theme song from Rocky as the MC shouted, "Let's hear it for the king." And many business associates, including Donald Trump Jr., have admitted that the Trump organization is prospering again thanks to Russians that make up a pretty disproportionate cross-section of a lot of our assets. It does seem like that stunt in the Oval Office did not pan out for him. Even his buddy Erdogan, the dictator of Turkey, has said that he stands with Ukraine. But to avoid a future jump scare, please watch these 2 videos so you know what's coming. I'm actually going to play you a clip from the YouTubes so that you can get an idea of what they're like and why they're so different and so important to watch. Page 182, it states another school of conservative thought denies that U.S.-Ukrainian support is in the national security interest of America at all, claiming that Ukraine is not a member of the NATO alliance and is one of the most corrupt nations in the region. European nations directly affected by the conflict should aid in the defense of Ukraine, but the U.S. should not continue its involvement. This viewpoint desires a swift end to the conflict through a negotiated settlement between Ukraine and Russia. This is what Time magazine would call a partial mirror, in that Project 2025 seeks to stop funding Ukraine's part in the Russian offensive altogether, but Trump did a 90-day freeze instead. Now, I really don't know what to make of that. I don't know if he's trying to just like soften the blow here, but it's very concerning.
CJD Vance's gesture when Trump was speaking. He sent out 3 disturbing messages. The peace talks with the president of Ukraine evolved into a fight. People were worried that the female president might be too emotional, but this time, Kamala Harris had the last laugh. The actions of Trump and Vance were shocking. Both of them had their palms facing down, as if ordering the guests. At such a tense moment, this doesn't seem very friendly. The situation is becoming more and more disturbing. Trump interrupted him when he was trying to solve the country's problems. Experts said that Trump's palm-down gesture means this is my territory. When the president of Ukraine arrived at the White House, he was told that the press conference had been canceled, which made things worse. Elon Musk made the same gesture at an event and was accused of making a Nazi salute, triggering the anger of the German people. Now, Vance seems to be no different. Such actions will only make things worse. What do you think? Especially on such an important occasion. Please leave your comments.
Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2015.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was
he killed,
not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes, but, during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversations, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken the ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What?
Guys, you gotta appreciate Trump. He's a man of his word when people aren't trying to attack him and make sure he can't complete his task. He said this is gonna be the most transparency ever in history. It's gonna be very transparent, whatever they're
I don't know who's talking there. Hi, 1D.
Stupid, you're smart. I was wrong, you were right. You're the best, I'm the worst. You're very good looking, I'm not attractive.
All right. As long as you're willing to admit that.
That's actually very funny.
I'm stupid, you're smart. I was wrong, you were right. You're the best, I'm the worst. You're very good looking, I'm not attractive.
All right. As long as you're willing to admit that.
That's actually very funny. I don't know if you're getting the joke in that. Maybe these aren't the best videos today, but who cares? The situation with Zelensky is so fucked up that it's hard to find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this one.
Russia breaks ceasefire. Please talk. What is it then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me.
This is awkward. I'm good. Let me see what this is. I have no idea what this is. But I was scared of that. One more, and then we'll stop here. I have no idea what that video was about. Open. Oh, that's what I really wanted to show. What the hell videos was I showing just now then? Let me see if I can find the videos on JD Vance where they decided that they did not like him. Do I have those? One. Incognito. Hi, Samara. Hi. Let's see if I can get. I think the most disappointing person ever is JD Vance.
I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains up on myself.
Oh, I could do it without the sound? Okay, I can just talk some of this through. Okay, so this is a protest in Vermont, where JD Vance, after yesterday's fiasco with Ukraine, decided that he could go on vacation, and Vermont was like, hell fucking no. So look at Vermont just doing their thing. This is how you protest, Mexicans. This is how you do it. Not that the Mexicans have been protesting. They've been doing a good job too. But to be honest with you, protest needs to erupt all over for all kinds of reasons.
Vice President J.D. Vance and his family following yesterday's fiasco there in the Oval Office with Ukrainian President Zelensky. There's some new video now we have showing the Vice President being greeted by protesters holding anti-Vance, pro-Ukraine signs as he makes his way there to Vermont for a ski resort vacation. More protesters met the Vance family outside of the resort, and the family ultimately had to move to an undisclosed location.
Okay. Hey. Ho. JD Vance has got to go. Hey. Hoo-hoo. I love that. Do I have any other videos? Let's try this one.
We have some big news right now. Protesters have interrupted JD Vance's family's ski vacation. JD Vance and his family are currently in Vermont today for a ski vacation. And well, when they arrived, they were met with hundreds of protesters lining the streets with Ukrainian flags protesting Vance. Check this out. This is one image of the protesters on the side of the street where Vance was driving. Cowardly excuse of a president is what the sign read. Another image of protesters essentially holding Ukrainian flags. I mean, these streets were lined with protesters all morning as Vance and his motorcade were driving down. There were definitely hundreds of people, and these protests may only continue to grow throughout the day as Vance is in Vermont with his family trying to do a ski vacation. It's unclear who's paying for the ski vacation. Likely taxpayers are paying for the security, but the Vance family will pay for the actual stay and stuff, but we'll see. In any event, Vance is being met with protests right now. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, link to my bio shortly, so be sure to subscribe for free and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Well, the update is that he is not skiing. He is at a disclosed location because he is scared. He's just scared. He's scared. What can you do? He is petrified. He's scared. And good for us. Good. Fucking good. Because why? Why?
Guys, where's JD Vance?
Where is he?
Where's JD Vance?
I don't know. Where?
We have not seen JD Vance since the election night. All we've seen is First Lady Elon Musk with Trump by his side at Mar-a-Lago, doing press tours on stage with him at different rallies. But I have not seen JD Vance. And JD Vance, he upset the MAGA conservatives with a tweet that he made. And I was trying to find which tweet it was, but there's a bunch of articles saying that he upset them and he continues to upset them. And I'm like, okay. Then he made a statement 2 days ago saying, oh, he may miss the inauguration because he may go to a football game. Sir, excuse me? Has a vice president ever missed an inauguration in the history of America? No. Is JD Vance under the watch and the care of B613? Maybe.
All right, I'm over it. I can't take it anymore. I don't even know who that guy is. And why is he so far behind the times? We're now in March 2024. JD Vance showed up yesterday for a meeting with Zelensky, and he is now in Vermont, and he is hiding out at Camp David, not going skiing because the people of Vermont woke up. So now my question to you is, if the election were literally held today, who would win? Who would you vote for? Let me know in the comments. Would you still be steadfast in voting for Trump, or has that bubble bursted and you realize I was crazy to think that this is a man I should have put in office? I mean, there's no wrong answer. I mean, the right answer is Harris, but there's no wrong answer. All right. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about JD Vance. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. JD Vance is your child. He's your love. He's your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Oh, wait. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right. Ace of Disc. The only reason why Trump and JD Vance won is because there was the trickery on words that they were going to somehow fix the economy. That's the only reason why they won, guys. Because that's the belief system that they were going on, that the economy was going to be fixed. I remember when I was in Georgia and my grandson and I was at a register, and I don't know how we got into it, but this cash register dude said something paraphrasing to the effect of, I can't wait until Trump gets in. Now, he's already been elected, so like, I hope you're gloating and I don't have to hear it, right? So I looked at him and I just said, why? And he said, because the gas prices will go down. So I said, so you're worried about gas prices going down, but everything else is going to go up? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not buying my groceries so you could tell me how happy you are that gas prices are going to go down. Cut to 40,000, 60,000 federal workers don't have their jobs. Cut to, I didn't even know that was coming. I knew something was coming. I didn't know that was, but I knew something. But oh God. I remembered the last 4 years. I think people are saying, I wish I would have been strong, not intelligent, guys. Because actually it took a lot of intelligence. The brain had to be like working faster to had not put him in. I'm not calling people stupid. I'm saying the brain was not working, right? So in order to have strength, I don't know if you guys know this, but in order to have strength, it's a psychological thing. You have to psych yourself out. You have to psych yourself up to have strength. And that even includes physical strength, right? A boxer doesn't go in and boxes. A boxer study his opponents and study his weaknesses. That takes brains. So this strength isn't a physical thing, it's a mental thing. And so when I spoke to that cash register whose only goal with President whatever, oh, somebody called him President Wig. I kind of like that. With President Wig, I'm gonna, because it's just easier, because I don't want to call him by name, because I feel like every time I call him by name, I conjure worse shit up. So you really have to be careful whose name you keep talking about, because you could make that person better. Like, you don't know if they did some magic, and like every time your name is mentioned, you get more money in the bank. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You don't know. So I'm trying to not say his name, because it just, I don't want to put it out in the universe. I'll just call him President Wig. So it takes everything, part of your brain intelligence, to not have voted for him. That literally means you would have had to have used your brain, not the part of your weak self that just wanted gas to go down. Hi, Irie. That's what got them in this crazy, because when have the Republicans ever been good for the economy? I don't know. Noel's giving me so many others. The melon felon. We're going to see some structural changes in about 2 months. The tower is here. Here's the thing, guys. Maybe it won't be President Wig that gets it, because I really do think he's got some good black magic on him. I think when he buried Melania, he buried the holy grail of black magic. I really do. She also went by way of, P. Diddy, the P. Diddy method. I don't know how she fell down a flight of stairs that she's been walking up and down for years. But she did. And I don't know if they took her blood, took her hair, buried something with her, but he's got some Teflon, Teflon Don is what he used to be called. And so, but JD should be afraid. JD should be afraid. So, isn't JD a Leo? So, your Leo mouth is going to work against you, JD. So, it's interesting because I get a love card here. Let me lower the stage. I get a love card here, which is opposite the tower, right? So destruction has to come for the love to show up, guys. There's a lot of protesting, right? This is the beginning of. Is this the first time white folks are protesting? Have white folks protested yet? Is this the first time? Because I feel like this might be the beginning of white protesting without fear. Is this the first time? Because now I'm finding that Republican congressmen are having their town meetings and they're being booed. So is this the first time white folks are like, yeah, we didn't know, but now we know, and we're not putting up with this. We're not putting up with this small congressman. We're not going to put up this with President Wig, and we're certainly not putting up with this with VP J.D. Vance. We're not going to do it. So let the protest begin, because it's starting. Intellectually, it's starting. And remember the strength card. How you win is by your intellect. And this fight is in the mind. I don't know what this is, but this is definitely banding together, maybe. And this could also mean, like, the man and a woman could mean different states banding together, different causes banding together, federal plus Ukraine plus LGBTQAI plus women's rights plus pregnancy rights. It's like they're all going to band together and they're all going to marry, intertwinedly be connected and marry. The maypole. Why is the maypole a big deal? The maypole. Maybe, because something's going to happen in a month or around May, around, when's the maypole? May 4th, May 5th? No, May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. Oh, we should have a protest. Wait a minute, Hispanics. We need to have a whole blackout. Listen, Hispanics, y'all doing the best you can, but you really don't know how to protest. I'm just going to help you, okay? Black folks, do not get mad at me. I'm still sitting this out, but God damn it, the Hispanics need us. I'm sick of it. They do not know how to protest. Okay, so this is what you do. Cinco de Mayo Day. That's your blackout day. Spread the word. Now, on Cinco de Mayo Day, you don't shop, but we do need you protesting all over, right? You protest everything, DEI, immigration issues, you protest the Ukraine, right? And you do it in front of all the stores, the Bullseye, the Walmart, you know what? Do it in front of Macy's. Like, do it, right? I don't know if Macy's is involved in the DEI. I know Costco is not. So do it to all the people, but y'all have to do it in 50 states. Y'all have to get coordinated. Y'all have to expect arrest, and y'all definitely have to expect being flown out to Guantanamo Bay. Like, you have to. Like, but it's not that big of a deal, because I know Mexicans, they got deported and they back already. They're already back, and they wearing the Mexican flag on their back, and they even like videotape their whole transition back. Comedy. Have you guys seen the TikTok video of the guy that got deported, videotaped his way back, and then I think he's still on top of the Empire State Building or something like that, like Rocky Balboa with his Mexican flag on his back. Did y'all see that video? Crazy. That's my type of rebellion. Go, viva la Mexico. Okay. So, Cinco de Mayo is your day, okay? But you ain't heard it from me, because I'm black and I'm drinking my coffee. You did not hear it from me. Now, something's going to happen in about a month's time. Summertime is going to be popping. Oh, y'all ready for this heat? Because it's going to be popping in the summertime. Would y'all vote today is the question, but other things are coming up. There's still a large number of people that is confused as to whether or not they would not vote for the president of the Whigs. but there are many now that realize that they got trapped and sucked in. If the vote were to happen today, I want to say they would vote for the woman. They would vote for the female male team. That's what I want to say. If they had all the information they have right now, they would vote for the woman. And that's on God. They realize now that they did this to themselves. They do see that. But their head hurts so bad, they really can't think about all of this. But they're now ready to walk away from their decisions. The secrets are oozing out. I get a resounding yes, they would change their decision, but it only came after extreme pain. So, let's see what everybody's saying. Noel, did you add 606? Infinite Mystic says she's the sacrifice. I really think he usually does. Normally, Russia women are strong. Paula White went to Ghana for Magic the last time. Oh, no, yeah, but Paula's... Was that for him or against him? I get confused for that. She doesn't have Magic, y'all. Yes, in large numbers against President Whig. Yes. And not with Leon either. Who's Leon? I'm late to the party. Happy Sunday at Tracy Brown in chat. Hi, sweetie. F47 just fired those in charge of the election results. This shit never ends. Call me for your own personal reading. Thank you, Vic Game Chicks. Oh, it never ends. It never ends. That doesn't surprise me. It just never ends. We're just gonna have to do a reading on that now. And that brings me back to, would you all vote for him? So the answer to the question is, today, it's a no, but it's not strong enough. There's 3 more painful things that need to come to the American people before they can collectively say, I want him out. Yes, they had the information before. They were just too naive to realize Project 25 wasn't fake, and they didn't read it. Yes. For him, Paula White got a religious position. Oh, she has a position in the White House? Oh, good for her. I feel like he's getting rid of fraud evidence that he cheated. Oh, probably. That's a good point. But also, Vic King checks, I think he is getting ready to become the permanent president, which is why the impeachment is coming. Because I think he's trying to never leave. All right, guys. Oh, I didn't even expect to stay a whole hour, but I did. And I got readings to do, so let me get back to my peoples and their readings. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to come back on later. Oh, Miss Mom G, I kind of mentioned that in a weird roundabout way. I feel like everybody that got fired, information is going to get dumped in the computer garbage. So I told everyone that they better hold on to their IDs, take a picture of it, whatever it takes to prove that they were federal employees, because the answer to your question is most likely given the time that's required, most likely. But also, it's going to come down to you having to prove that you were an employee. So, also, take some information that's dated. So, if you were an employee and back in the day we used to use emails, then get that email from, oh, look at that. Uh-oh, I don't know what this card is. That was too easy, guys. That was back in, 1999 to show that you worked that long. Upside down, femme fatale. Upside down, femme fatale. Inappropriate use of sensuality. Attachment to money and power. Good luck with getting him out. Lord. I think there's a state, I don't know if it's Florida, that could flip the voting. I don't know if it's Florida. So I feel like there's a recount or something in one of the states that could flip the voting. If it flips, then they can get him out by way of impeachment. Femme fatale. Shadow wants only to acquire more men and more money. Look for a pattern of manipulative behavior. Highly skilled at manipulating people for financial and with absolutely no personal emotional investments. So you could be dying as long as you leave your insurance money to WIG. Yeah, have all your information, all your documents. And worthy. I also want to tell you, I don't know what that click was about, but I also want to tell you to do not keep it in your computer. You need to have hard copies. All right. All right, everyone. We did everything we could. So I hope I helped. Love you guys. Bye. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. I'm open today, so you can call me today. I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown lived where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.